Yes, good morning to Alvis. We are here with the Minister of Rural Development and Land Reform at the Ditsrict Six Museum Homecoming Centre, where today the events to mark the 50th anniversary, or rather commemoration, of the day that Ditsrict Six was declared a whites-only area is being commemorated with a host of events, including the launch of a portrait exhibition called Hayes Kumbase, and that deals with people from Ditsrict Six, how they cooked, what they did in the kitchen, what they learned from their parents, etc. That exhibition will be launched a little later on today as part of the ongoing efforts to preserve the memories of the once vibrant and colourful community that was torn apart, Alvis, by the oppressive laws of apartheid, forcing families, up to 60,000 people, out of their homes, seeing bulldozers coming in, leaving but rubble behind. Now, 50 years later, we know that 139 units have been built as part of the redevelopment of Ditsrict 6. But joining us to speak to us more about today's commemoration is Minister of Rural Development and Land Reform, Gugile Nkwinti. Minister, a very good morning to you. Talk to us about the importance of commemorating a day like today, the 11th of February, back in 1966.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers at home. But I have behind me my leaders here, my elders say here, these are the people. It's about them. Just remember that Ditsrict 6, the Ditsrict 6 factor, is just as iconic as the Nelson Mandela factor. And they shared this day. You know, remember Nelson Mandela was also released this day, 20 years ago or so. So this is a very, very historical moment for the people of Ditsrict 6. The old people sitting here behind me, you know what, they asked me a question, a couple of them. When am I getting back to Ditsrict 6? And this is one big question. It's a big question that's sitting on our shoulders. We want to do the best we can. Now, you've just said that we built already 139 units here, and people are coming back. I mean, they're beginning to come back and so on. And one of the things that today we must celebrate is that the contractor is on site right now to build 106. I will want to talk to my leaders here and say, 106, we could add 40 if we were to take one floor or two up. It's not a question of money. We've got 168 million rands right now for this 106. We could build more if we could agree on the levels. It's a question of levels, but that's a matter that we must listen to people. If the people here say, no, we don't want this level, the challenge we're having right now is that you've got 3,000 new claims lodged already in terms of the new window that's been opened. So it's a question of space, it's a question of strategy. How far do you go up, etc. But thirdly, the City of Cape Town is on board with us. They're funding this project with us in terms of civils and infrastructure and roads, etc., and water, electricity, and so on. They put in 14 million rands on this. So we really are happy we're working together on that. So it's ourselves and them. I just spoke to the Minister of Human Settlements. I said, Minister, could you come with us and be part of us so that we can push this project to move as fast as possible? She's agreed. I'm having a meeting with her this week. We're back here in Cape Town. We'll discuss the modalities of that and come to the leadership here and discuss. We've got the reference group. Some of the members are here with us. So we're moving on this one, and because we're worried about the old people.
Minister, you mentioned the old people. Some would argue that it's taken 21 years with only 139 of over 60,000 people now resettled in Ditsrict 6. And we know that there have been ongoing issues and delays with the beneficiary list, etc. Minister, is there any sort of indication as to how soon we will see the completion of phase 3 of the redevelopment project?
No. Just remember that over the last couple of years, the last term particularly, what we did was to bring on board the beneficiaries themselves. Actually, that's the reason why we've moved. Credit to them, the people here and the leadership, the reference group and the members of the community of Ditsrict 6. Thanks to them. Once we said to them, be with us, plan together, let's take decisions. Things moved. So the 139 we're talking about is actually as a result of that push. Even now, I'm sure, the question, as I say, even now, as we're talking about 106 now, we could add 40 if we were to agree on the density. That's a question that we have to resolve through discussion.
Just in closing, Minister, you do say that today and the commemoration of this day will go forward into the future because it's important lest we forget what happened during those dark days of apartheid.
Yes, apartheid was a very cruel system. Can you imagine? These are people staying here and this place is moved. They are moved from their place. By the way, remember, these are the people who have been out of South Africa in South Africa's history. The Khoi and the San people have been the hardest hit by colonialism and apartheid. This is actually a symbol of that, you can see. So what we're doing now is not just, it's just a small bit of redressing the pain and suffering of the people, of the Khoi and the San people. This is where it all began. And we're back here, 50 years later, after the people are removed here by a cruel system. That's what it is about, redress. It will never be enough because these people are living in a peaceful way. There was a culture here. They are going to, when they come back now, they will have to rebuild a culture, a different kind of culture too. So it's a serious matter we're dealing with here.
Thank you very much, Minister for Rural Development and Land Reform, Gugile Nkwinti, about to open the commemoration, the 50th commemoration of the day that District 6 was declared a whites-only area.